Hey, I'm Angel. Thanks for stopping by. I want to give you 3 tips for intermediate snowboarders. I'm up on the lift, you can probably tell. I'm up in Santa Fe. It is a gorgeous Sunday. No, it's not Saturday. It's sunny. It's Wednesday. That's hence the mountain almost all to myself, at least the bench all to myself. Anyway, enjoying some fast New Mexican snow, and it occurs to me I should take advantage of this lull I have on the lift to give you 3 tips for, these are more intermediate tips. I've got some other videos with beginner tips. Intermediate tip number 1 is spend at least 1 run a day working on your technique, on your form, on new things, on things that maybe aren't your most comfortable things. Slow it down. And I personally, I love to go fast all day, so I'm really putting this tip out there as a tip to myself, but I think it's very valid, and I was listening to some lessons from other boarders and thought that was one I wanted to make note of, which is just give it one run a day for improvement, for working on technique, and I think that will add up over time to continuing to progress and get better and better, instead of just kind of reaching that stagnant place that a lot of intermediate riders do fall into. Tip number 2 along the same lines is ride switch 1 run. Aside from the run where you're working on a certain technique, maybe it's switch, but then make it 2 runs if you can, if you're comfortable, or maybe just part of a run. Take an easier run, whatever's comfortable for your skill level, and ride it out switch. And that's going to help you really notice just different things about the board, about your style, about what's challenging, more and less challenging. You may need to switch your bindings up a little. My mouth is cold. In order to do that, but I think it's worth doing. So again, maybe that's a good thing to do before a break or at the end of the day, so you can switch up your bindings and then ride it out that way. By the way, that's a good, it reminds me to remind you that I got t-shirts and stickers with the Ride It Out girl snowboarder logo that I just designed. Check it out, that's in the description. Tip number 3 for intermediate snowboarding is actually a tip that I include in almost every snowboarding tip video I've made so far, and it's good for beginners, intermediates, and even pros, I think, which is steer with the bottoms of your feet. I find, just like with this singing, if I bring my attention to relaxing my throat and breathing into my backs and my lungs, that always seems to help. Similarly, with snowboarding, with riding, if I just bring my awareness into the bottoms of my feet and relax, bend my knees, and just steer with the bottoms of my feet, I find I can get where I want to go with a lot less effort than throwing my body around. So again, that's 3. I know it looks like 4, but it's 3. My fingers are a little frozen. It's 3 tips for intermediate snowboarding. Number 1, spend 1 run each day that you get to ride working on your technique, working on either one specific thing, or in general just slowing it down and working on your technique in general. I think it's good to pick a thing like toe edge turns, or or kickers, or whatever it is, and then just slow it down and work on that and give it 1 run a day so you can really see improvement in your riding. Tip number 2 is spend 1 run a day, or at least part of a run, riding switch. And even if that means going on to an easier run than you might normally, take that time. Again, it's going to help you bring awareness and improve your riding overall. And tip number 3 is steer with the bottoms of your feet. Bring your awareness into the bottoms of your feet. I think that helps no matter when and where and how you're riding. It's been my experience. Let me know in the comments if you got anything to add to that. I would love it. As always, I hope you give me a thumbs up, share this video if you find it useful or think it will help somebody else out, and check out the description if you want to find other ways of connecting with me, supporting me. I've got stickers, t-shirts, music, art, books. Check it out. And until next time, as always, I wish you lightheartedness, love, peaceful conflict resolution, good tunes in your ear holes, amazing adventures. Don't forget to play every day. Ciao for now.